I'm Aaron, and this is a review of my King Sphinx Hasbro figure, which again I absolutely love. So here he is, and I'm going to show you the box now. No, Goldor, I've already done you. Go away. So, here's King Sphinx's box. You can see him in the front. He is absolutely huge. And not only is he huge, he's ridiculously heavy as well. So, here you see him in the front of the box. Show you the side. There he is on the side. And again, there he is on the other side. Now, on the back, Goldor, go away. This is not the review about you. On the back you see him. On the back he looks a lot different. He's got kind of a black wash to him, which the main figure itself doesn't have, so I'm still kind of umming and ahhing over doing that. And the eyes aren't red either. And I've heard some people say that this isn't like the suit was in Japan, which I kind of get, which, yes, it isn't perfect, but it's an action figure, so really you have to be prepared for that, because they're not going to nail everything on an action figure. So let's get him out of the box and have a look, shall we? So here's King Sphinx out of the box. Again, looks fantastic. And there's a few things we had to do, because I have had him out of the box previous to this review. We had to paint the fingernails and toenails white, because they weren't white, they were grey. And I'll show you around him now. Again, love the face sculpt, looks fantastic. Basically the whole thing of them looks absolutely fantastic. Colours aren't perfect. They're not totally screen accurate, but they're close enough. I mean, I know some people have completely repainted theirs, which I always see no point of actually buying a figure and completely repainting it, unless it's the cheesy gold that I call the gold on, like the Goldors and stuff. Goldor, go away. This is not your review. So yeah, I'll pick him up, give me a good look at his face. Looks fantastic. Show you his arms, which again look great. The only thing that puts me off of these figures, or not puts me off, but I find downside to, specifically this one, because it's obvious on him, is not having the joint holes covered. as you can probably see on his arms and legs. Might actually be able to see it better if I turn him around this way. But yeah, looks great. I love his crown, which is what a lot of people have actually complained about, saying it's not how it was on the show, and stuff. But again, like I said with Funkin' Rapper, and I'm going to say with him, it is an action figure. There's no way you're going to get the same look on an action figure that you had on the show. But yeah, looks fantastic. Arm pads look phenomenal on both sides. And the only other thing that is sort of good, but not really because it restricts the articulation, is the skirt bit. It's flexible, but it kind of restricts the circulation, which on these more musclier ones, by the way, you will lose a bit of articulation. And I've also heard people say, and a lot of people say he's a bit too muscly compared to what he was in the show. I'm still kind of umming and ahhing on whether I give him the black wash. I think I will, but I'm not totally decided yet. One of my favourite things about him is his kind of beard, his goatee as I like to call it. And now I'll turn him round to the back. Here he is from the back. As you can see, he's got holes where the wings go into. Goldor, go away! This is not your review. Get out of here. So yeah, here you see he's got the holes in the back of him. Also the downside, I would say, to the wings on these things is, God's sake, go away! Is they are really difficult to get in the holes. The wings. It takes a lot of effort and being careful, specifically when the wings move, because, oh, by the way, although King Sphinx's wings do come off, they won't go on to the Goldor. Oh yeah, and another thing I will show you quickly on the back of him, which is his tail moves up and down. Now, I'd be careful with this because it feels quite stiff, and if you pull it up too far it will break, so be careful with that. So now I'll show you the accessories. Here are the wings, which look great. Like I said, I'm still thinking whether to give them a black wash over. I'm still thinking about that. The wings themselves, when they're not attached to him, they're heavy, but they're not as much weight as him. And they are they are solid on him compared to what they are on Goldor. I mean, they're on this like ball joint thing, which kind of swivels and that, so you can move the wings. And it's like that on both wings. I'm only going to hold up one wing because they're the same thing, so. He has a fist hand, which looks pretty good, and guys, let me know if you think this. I actually think his hands are bigger than Pumpkinwrapper's. They just look bigger to me. Specifically this one. It just look bigger to me. So guys, let me know in the comments if you think that too. Because to me personally, I think they are a lot bigger. So anyway, on to the other accessories. He has his I don't actually know what this is called, but he has his staff, which looks fantastic. It's the right colour, apart from that damn gold. But the actual thing itself is right colour, and I believe, the blue bit is a lot stiffer than the supposed gold bit at the top. The gold bit is actually flexible, whereas, as you can see, the blue bit isn't. I guess it could be, but then there is a real high possibility of you breaking it if you bend it too much. So yeah, here's the staff, which to me, I've always thought it looks a bit like a walking stick. Don't ask me why I thought that, but I have. Just looks amazing to me. Like it's a walking stick. Or also looks a bit like a lasso. But anyway, enough with messing around with the stuff. Here's the effects piece, which is orange, and this goes on the staff to make it look as though it's shooting electricity out of. Now, there's two things I want to say about this. One is it's solid, but it's flexible, so you can pose it, because it bends like that and stuff. And the other thing is this is pardon my French, a pain in the arse to get to stand on the staff, or to stay on the staff. If in doubt, you can always cheat and use blue tack. That's what I use when I cheat. Which I know a lot of you don't like to cheat on stuff. Neither do I really, but when it gets to try and get stuff to stay on a sword or try and get the finger to stand up. If it won't stand up, I always, or won't go on the staff or stay on the staff, I always use blue tack. And the way we do it is so you guys can't see it, so it's kind of looks as though it's just balancing on there when it actually isn't. This blue tack. But anyway, let's have a look at the wings and the accessories on King Sphinx, shall we? Here's King Sphinx holding his staff with the electricity / lightning on it, and he does have his wings on, which look absolutely amazing on him. I will warn you though, with all this on him, it does make him top heavy. You can get him to stand without help, but it is quite hard. And he's got kind of a claw hand on, as I like to call it, at the moment, as well as a holding hand. So yeah, all in all, I absolutely love this figure. Glad I got it. But he's well worth it. And one thing I will say about him is, when you do get him, there's a little trick I've learned if you really struggle to get them out of the carton or the kind of plastic box thing they're in. There's a little trick I've learned, and that's to heat up the back of the plastic he's in, which then expands it so he'll pop out a lot easier. Just when you do that, don't heat it up too much, because you could melt the plastic to him, and you might even melt some parts on him. So just be careful if you do that, but that does work, because I've done it a few times. Articulation on him is slightly different because of how big he is, but not hugely. I'll let you guys figure out the articulation yourself, as we've got him standing up in a decent pose, and he's actually standing up to a point where he's not falling flat on his face like he's a drunk monster. But yeah, that's my review on King Sphinx. Once again, I absolutely love him. My ratings on him is a 10. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.